Imagine a galaxy on the brink of war, where ancient grudges and hidden conspiracies threaten to tear civilizations apart. Meet a daring team of human diplomats, stepping into an interstellar arena where every word could spark a conflict, or bring lasting peace. As secrets unravel and alliances are tested, can these diplomats uncover the truth and unite the galaxy, or will they become its next casualties? Stay tuned to uncover the thrilling journey of courage, deception, and survival in Galactic Diplomats, negotiating peace among alien worlds. In the far reaches of the Milky Way, peace is a rare and fragile commodity. Over countless millennia, each alien civilization developed in isolation, separated by vast distances and differing cultures, languages, and values. The result is a galaxy fractured into alliances and enmities, with countless ancient grudges simmering beneath a thin veneer of civility. Rivalries persist between species that have rarely, if ever, even met face to face. Mistrust is the default, and misunderstandings have often led to catastrophic conflicts. It's into this volatile landscape that humanity arrives, a young species compared to the other civilizations but eager to prove itself. A new organization, known simply as the Galactic Diplomats, is formed, a coalition of human negotiators, scientists, and peacekeepers whose mission is to foster unity. Leading the team is Zara Ortega, a seasoned linguist and a relentless optimist who believes that peace, however fragile, can be achieved. By her side are three key allies: Kale, a former military strategist with a knack for reading situations; Lyra, a tech specialist who understands alien technologies; and Dr. Idris Noor, a cultural analyst with an uncanny ability to decode alien motives. Their first mission is to engage with the Etherians, a powerful and influential species whose martial society is bound by a rigid code of honor. The Etherians are notoriously wary of outsiders and deeply distrustful of what they consider younger species. For Zara's team, the stakes couldn't be higher. A successful alliance with the Etherians could set the stage for further diplomatic progress, while a failure could mark humanity as unworthy of the galaxy's respect. Zara and her team arrive at a massive space station chosen as neutral ground for the meeting. The atmosphere is tense. Etherian envoys, led by High Commander Vec, observe the humans with a mix of suspicion and curiosity. They listen as Zara speaks earnestly of humanity's desire for peace and unity, emphasizing values the Etherians hold dear, such as honor, courage, and respect for tradition. Vec, after a lengthy silence, surprises everyone by acknowledging the value of Zara's words. Tentatively, he agrees to discuss a preliminary alliance. Just as Zara's team starts to relax, the unexpected strikes. Alarms blare throughout the station, and a mysterious explosion shakes the entire structure. Amid the chaos, Zara's team is blamed for the incident, accused of sabotage by an unknown figure lurking in the shadows. Desperate to clear their names and save their mission, Zara and her team are thrust into a dangerous web of accusations and hidden agendas that will shape the future of humanity's role in the galaxy. Following the tense first encounter with the Etherians, Zara and her team of galactic diplomats are summoned to the Star Council, the galaxy's central forum where high-ranking representatives from every major species gather. The council chambers are vast and awe-inspiring, with towering glass walls displaying the stars and galaxies beyond. Despite the council's grandeur, its atmosphere is far from harmonious. Representatives sit in divided clusters, each group wary of the others, reflecting centuries of unresolved conflicts. The council has called an emergency session, with a central topic on the agenda: the incident at the Etherian station. Many council members believe that humanity's presence has only heightened tensions. Even though Zara and her team know they were set up, whispers circulate, questioning whether humans are genuinely here for peace or if they have hidden motives. Some council members, particularly those from the powerful Shade Collective, cast suspicious glances at the humans. The Shade Collective, a coalition of elusive and highly secretive species, harbors deep distrust of outsiders, and they see humanity's entrance into galactic diplomacy as a threat to their long-standing influence. As the debate unfolds, accusations are hurled, with Zara's team forced to defend their intentions before an increasingly hostile assembly. The Shade Collective's leader, a sharp-witted and mysterious figure known as Minister Ralcor, addresses the council with an air of authority. He accuses the humans of using the diplomatic mission as a guise for gaining influence, warning other representatives that an alliance with humanity could destabilize the galaxy. His speech stirs distrust, and more members begin to side with his cautionary words, leaving Zara and her team isolated. But just as the situation grows grim, Zara receives an anonymous message through a secure communication device. It's a cryptic warning from someone within the council, suggesting that the Shade Collective may have orchestrated the sabotage at the Etherian station to undermine the diplomatic mission. The message implies a larger conspiracy within the Council, a shadow network seeking to control galactic diplomacy by fostering division. Caught between defending humanity's intentions and exposing a conspiracy they barely understand, Zara and her team realize they must tread carefully. If they openly accuse the Shade Collective without concrete proof, they risk further alienating the Council. On the other hand, doing nothing could allow these shadowy forces to manipulate the galaxy unchecked. Determined to uncover the truth, Zara makes a strategic decision. She advises her team to feign compliance with the Council's questions while quietly investigating the source of the anonymous message. If they can gather evidence to reveal the Shade Collective's motives, they might turn the tide in humanity's favor and show the galaxy the importance of unity. But with every move watched and allies few and far between, Zara knows they're playing a dangerous game, one that could either cement their place in galactic diplomacy or end their mission altogether. The anonymous message received at the Star Council points Zara and her team to an unlikely ally, the Kralax, a reclusive civilization shrouded in mystery. Known for their wisdom, the Kralax are a deeply philosophical species who guard secrets of the galaxy's past and have a strict moral code known simply as the Code of Honor. Despite their vast knowledge, the Kralax strictly limit interaction with other species, preferring to observe from afar rather than participate directly in galactic politics. Only under the rarest circumstances do they grant outsiders an audience. Following the trail of clues, Zara and her team make their way to Kralax space, a region rarely navigated by outsiders. As they approach the Kralax homeworld, the enormity of their challenge becomes clear. Unlike other planets with bustling spaceports and communication channels, the Kralax system is quiet and nearly inaccessible. Their planet is veiled in a field of energy designed to prevent unauthorized entry. To Zara's relief, they receive permission to land, but with a warning: if they are found unworthy, their lives will be forfeit. Upon landing, the team is led into the Kralax's Grand Council of Elders, an ancient hall carved into the mountainside, overlooking a sea of crystalline water that reflects the starry skies. Elder Tarek, the Kralax leader, greets them solemnly and explains that in order to gain their trust, Zara and her team must prove their worthiness by undergoing the Trial of Honor. The trial is a ritualistic experience designed to test the truth of one's character, intentions, and resolve. Elder Tarek warns them that the trial will reveal their deepest fears and most hidden flaws, and only those who emerge victorious can hope to gain the Kralax's guidance. Determined to pass, each member of the team enters the trial chamber, where they are separated and placed in environments crafted from their own subconscious fears and doubts. Kale faces memories of his military past, grappling with guilt over decisions he made in combat. Lyra finds herself in a maze of malfunctioning alien technology, forced to confront her own insecurities about her skills. Dr. Idris faces visions of betrayal by those he trusted, exposing his guarded nature. Zara's trial is perhaps the most daunting. She's thrust into a scenario where she sees herself failing in her mission, witnessing the fallout as humanity is blamed for the resulting chaos. As doubt threatens to overwhelm her, she recalls her core belief in unity and resilience, finding the strength to push forward. Each of them, one by one, emerges from their trials, deeply affected but resolute, having faced their own vulnerabilities and come out stronger. Impressed by their determination, Elder Tarek shares a revelation that shakes Zara's team to the core. The Kralax have records suggesting that the Shade Collective's influence stretches back centuries, manipulating conflicts to prevent any true unity across civilizations. This faction operates from the shadows, thriving on division, and is willing to do whatever it takes to maintain its hold over the galaxy. Armed with this new understanding, Zara realizes the true depth of the threat they face. But as they prepare to leave, Elder Tarek issues a final warning. The Kralax can offer wisdom, but they cannot fight this battle for them. The path to peace will be treacherous, with enemies lurking at every turn. With renewed purpose and an unbreakable bond forged through their shared trial, Zara and her team depart Kralax space, ready to confront the darkness that threatens the galaxy. With the Kralax's revelations weighing heavily on their minds, Zara and her team realize they can't defeat the Shade Collective alone. Their influence over the Star Council is too deeply embedded, and humanity's reputation remains tarnished after the incident at the Etherian station. The only way forward is to build an alliance outside the Council's watchful eye. Zara decides to seek out the Seraphs, a once powerful species who are said to have embraced a vision of galactic unity, only to be forced into hiding when their pacifist ideals made them a target for those who thrived on conflict. Locating the Seraphs isn't easy. They roam the outer fringes of the galaxy, living aboard massive ships and avoiding contact with outsiders. After days of searching and countless encrypted messages, Zara finally manages to contact them. Amari, the Seraph's charismatic leader, cautiously agrees to meet on a barren asteroid known as Veil Point, where outsiders are rarely expected to venture. This isolated location provides the perfect cover for a clandestine meeting, but it also carries risks. Upon arrival, Zara and her team find the Seraph's ships cloaked in shimmering, nearly invisible energy shields, a testament to their advanced technology. Amari emerges from the shadows, her pale, ethereal skin almost luminescent in the low light. She eyes Zara with a blend of suspicion and curiosity, knowing the dangers that any alliance with humans might entail. Despite this, she listens as Zara passionately explains their mission, the threat of the Shade Collective, and the Kralax's warning. Moved by Zara's determination, Amari reluctantly agrees to support them, vowing that the Seraphs will provide information and resources for their cause. But just as the diplomats and Seraphs begin to formalize their alliance, the air around them crackles with tension. Suddenly, a squad of assassins, cloaked in dark armor and bearing the symbol of the Shade Collective, ambushes the group. It's clear that the Shade Collective has been watching Zara's movements more closely than she realized. The assassins charge forward, weapons drawn, intent on eliminating both Zara's team and the Seraphs to crush any chance of a unified resistance. A fierce battle ensues, with Zara and her team fighting alongside the Seraphs, who reveal their impressive combat abilities. Kale proves invaluable, drawing on his military background to defend their position and coordinate a counterattack. Lyra hacks into the assassins' communication network, disrupting their coordination and allowing the Seraphs to gain the upper hand. Amari, wielding a weapon that seems to blend energy and matter, leads her people in a swift, deadly response that forces the assassins to retreat. After the fight, Zara and Amari assess the damage. Although victorious, they realize the cost of their alliance. The Shade Collective now considers them a direct threat and will stop at nothing to prevent their success. As the Seraphs tend to their wounded, Amari offers Zara one final gift, a data crystal containing highly classified information on the Shade Collective, including details on their leader, a cunning council member who has evaded detection for years. The crystal holds valuable intelligence about the Collective's methods, allies, and even potential weaknesses. In gratitude, Zara assures Amari that their alliance will be kept secret, but both know the risks have grown. The Shade Collective will likely intensify their efforts, using every means at their disposal to dismantle the fragile alliance. Zara and her team now face a galaxy on the verge of all-out war, their every step shadowed by a powerful enemy who hides in plain sight. As they prepare to leave Veil Point, Zara knows that their next move must be strategic and swift if they are to stand any chance of uniting the galaxy against the forces of division. With allies secured and the Shade Collective's secrets in hand, Zara and her team prepare for a final, decisive negotiation. The stakes have never been higher. If they fail, the galaxy risks falling into a conflict that could last generations. The meeting is set to take place on Aurealis Prime, a neutral, uninhabited planet located in a star system close to both human and Etherian territory. Known for its vast plains and eerie, crimson skies, Aurealis Prime provides a stark backdrop to what could either be the dawn of peace or the beginning of the galaxy's end. Representatives from dozens of species arrive, each one wary but hopeful, aware of the dangers the Shade Collective poses to all. Zara's team is tense, but their recent alliance with the Seraphs and their newfound knowledge about the Shade Collective give them a renewed sense of purpose. Even the elusive Kralax send an envoy, a quiet but powerful gesture that adds weight to the gathering. Amari, leader of the Seraphs, stands beside Zara, a symbol of interspecies unity that many thought impossible just weeks before. As the negotiations begin, High Commander Vec of the Etherians and Minister Ralcor of the Shade Collective take central seats across from Zara. Ralcor, an enigmatic figure with a calm yet piercing gaze, has carefully concealed his role in the recent attacks, positioning himself as a mere observer. He insists that the Shade Collective's influence has been misunderstood, claiming they only act to preserve the stability of the galaxy. Zara, however, has come prepared. She confronts Ralcor with data from the Seraph's crystal, revealing his involvement in the sabotage at the Etherian station and countless other orchestrated conflicts. Ralcor's calm demeanor cracks for a moment, but he quickly recovers, dismissing the accusations as fabrications. His followers on the council begin to murmur in agreement, but Zara stands firm, appealing to the assembled representatives. She reminds them of the lives lost, the wars fought, and the progress stifled because of the Shade Collective's meddling. The galaxy doesn't have to be divided. We have a chance, here, today, to make a different choice, she says, her voice echoing across the silent chamber. Suddenly, Ralcor's composure snaps. He orders his guards to seize Zara, revealing his true intentions. But Kale, anticipating this, had already coordinated a hidden security team with the Etherians and Seraphs, who quickly neutralized the guards. The council, shocked by Ralcor's outburst, finally sees the truth. the Shade Collective has been manipulating them all along. Seeing his influence slipping, Ralcor attempts one last desperate maneuver, offering bribes and threatening those who stand against him. But the representatives, now united in a common cause, turn their backs on him, recognizing the need for solidarity over division. Vec, the Etherian commander who had once distrusted humanity, declares that peace is not just a fleeting ideal but a path worth defending. His endorsement seals the shift in sentiment across the council. In a final gesture of desperation, Ralcor attempts to flee, but Zara's team intercepts him, detaining him to face justice before the council. With his capture, the Shade Collective's web of influence begins to unravel. The council, seeing the vulnerability of their shared galaxy, unanimously votes to form a coalition to uphold peace and investigate any remaining factions that might destabilize their unity. As the representatives pledge to work together, Zara and her team breathe a collective sigh of relief. They've achieved what once seemed impossible, a genuine alliance among species that had long viewed each other with suspicion. The coalition, though fragile, represents a new era, one of mutual respect and shared destiny. In the aftermath, Zara looks out over the plains of Aurealis Prime, her heart full of hope. Though the road ahead remains uncertain, the galaxy has taken its first steps toward lasting peace. And with that, the Galactic Diplomats have proven that even in the face of deception and danger, diplomacy and unity can triumph over division.